Hello and welcome to another video walkthrough of objects in space. My name's Lee Harris, I'm the lead designer, and I'm about to take you on a journey through some piracy, available in the new Contracts and Criminals update we've just released. I'm in a series class light freighter, and I've just decked it out with a whole bunch of modules that are going to be very helpful for this endeavor. I've got a weapons module, a grappling arm for retrieving any cargo that gets lost in space, and a hacking module. I'm in the Maru system, just beginning the undocking process now from Narail Industrial's orbital, and I'm going to take a look and see what merchants are around and if any of them are carrying any cargo that I might want to get my hands on. So, here's Maru. We can see down the bottom here that we've got Narella's Watcher and the Hornet as two merchant ships nearby. And looking around, I'm not seeing any authority ships, which is very much to my liking. I'm going to set a bit of an intercept course for the Hornet. Let's catch up to her and see what she's carrying. And while that's happening, I'm going to want to deactivate my IFF. IFF stands for Identify Friend or Foe. If I leave it off, it means I'm only detectable if people pick up my ship's emissions, rather than sending out a big signal that lets people know who I am and where I am, which is exactly what all of these merchants are doing and why they're visible from a long range. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to sneak up on this ship. If I'm blaring out a signal telling it my license and registration, then they're very quickly going to turn around and say, no, I can see you, and they're just going to call authorities. And that's not what I want, because the authorities getting wind of me trying to engage in piracy can net me a very large fine, which I absolutely cannot afford. My ship, as you might have noticed, is not the most prestigious vessel in the world. Hornet appears to have changed course a little. I'm going to take manual control and do the same. And what I want to do is get directly behind it so I can hack into it and see what it's carrying. So you can see there's a 270-degree field of view around my ship with a 90-degree blind spot in the back. I want to get inside the Hornet's blind spot, and then I can hit hack and see what it says. I'm going to spin my ship around so it's facing the same direction as the Hornet. And the second that I drift into its blind spot, I'm not only going to hack but also fire main engines so that I'm matching speed and course with the ship. I want to keep a nice close proximity to it. One of the factors that determines whether or not a ship is going to drop its cargo is whether or not you've caught it by surprise and are nice and close. You'll notice it went grey when I spun around. That's because it's in my blind spot, but that should rectify any second now and I can begin my hack. Hopefully it didn't see me with my IFF off. And hack. Okay, firing main engines. See how much power I've got. Alright, I've hacked the ship, I'm in a pursuit course. Let's go to my comms terminal, take a look and see what she's carrying. She's going from Bola Station to Oya Alderman Central, and she's carrying bionics. Bionics are nice and valuable. I'll give this a go. So, first things first, let's get a weapon spun up. No good trying to be a pirate if you don't have any meaningful threats to deliver. I'll set the Hornet as my weapon target. And fire. Now, I don't actually want to destroy the Hornet. I just want to scare her so that she drops her cargo. Ooh, and ideally I want to do it before the Falcon gets here. The Falcon's an authority vessel, so I need to really speed this up. Hailing the Hornet now. Drop your cargo. Call off your attack. We are complying. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So that little question mark that appears to have just dropped behind the Hornet will be the cargo that they dropped for me. And my torpedo's still flying at them, so since they've been nice to me, I will disable my torpedo. I did not handle that well. It looks like the Falcons fired a torpedo back at me. This is what happens when you try to engage in piracy directly in front of a police vessel. Question is, can I get my cargo and get out of here in time? Let's find out. So you can see my torpedoes now just firing off into the distance. I disabled its homing mechanism, so it's no longer a threat to the Hornet. And that telltale beeping sound is the pinging of the incoming torpedo, which I really don't want. It's hit me. This is bad. One of my monitors is bent. Also bad. My power is flickering on and off. I have seemed to have really damaged my ship here. I seem to be stuck slightly spinning, and the Falcon's coming back for a return visit. Autopilot's screwed and I can't detect the cargo. So let this be a cautionary lesson to anyone out there who chooses to engage in piracy. Do your best not to do it directly in front of the SS Falcon, because she will also call the Mako Tran that will also fire a torpedo at you. Safety first. Piracy does not pay.